Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahil hamd. Those who are, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Those who are watching online, can somebody write a message if the volume is okay? Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi hamd. Ramza, you can come here and do takbirat. I'm going to test it. Do takbirat and say language.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah. Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. We'll just wait for a couple more minutes to make sure everyone is with us, and then inshallah we will begin our live sermon. Please continue doing this takbirat. The Arabic is Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. And the meaning of it, that Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, and Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. Walillahil hamd. And all praise belongs to Allah. So these are the takbirat we should say on the Eid day. So we will continue saying that. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. So those who are at home and they're watching right now, so what they should do, they should offer the Eid prayer first, and then they can join us in the live sermon, listen to the live sermon, and at the end they can also do the small sermon and conclude, their sermon. This would be the procedure, and how we would pray the Eid prayer. In the first rakat, we will say seven takbirat, seven times Allahu Akbar. We will raise our hand seven times, and in the second rakat, we will raise our hand five times. So that is the difference between ordinary prayer and Eid prayer. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allah is the greatest. Allahu Akbar, and Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, walillahil hamd. So, okay, now we will get ready to begin the Salat, the Eid prayer. So please stand. Now to read. Allahu Akbar. 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 Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي ومن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياءهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. 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 الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم. ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم وما يلقاها إلا الذين صبروا وما يلقاها إلا ذو حظ عظيم وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان نزغ فاستعذ بالله إنه هو السميع العليم الله أكبر سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله أكبر ولله الحمد. The translation of these takbirat is Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. La ilaha illallah, there is none worthy of worship except Allah. Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest, Allah is the greatest. Walillahil hamd. And all praise belongs to Allah. Now we will begin the Eid Sermon. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات والقانتين والقانتات والصادقين والصادقات والصادقات والصابرين والصابرات والخاشعين والخاشعات والمتصدقين والمتصدقات والصائمين والصائمات والصائمات والحافظين فروجهم والحافظات والذاكرين الله كثيرا والذاكرات أعد الله لهم مغفرة وأجرا عظيما. By the grace of Allah, we have come to the end of the holy month of Ramadan, and now we have gathered here, some of us physically and most of us virtually, and all the members here are celebrating Eid at their homes. What is Eid? Eid is an Islamic festival. It's a celebration. It's a day of joy. It's a day of happiness. And Holy Prophet ﷺ said that every nation, every culture has some days of celebration. And in Islam, we have these 2 days of celebration: the Eid al-Fitr, this Eid, and the Eid al-Adha, the Eid of sacrifice. This is the day when one, one of the weakest of Muslims come to the masjid and pray, because this is a day of celebration. But unfortunately, because of the coronavirus, we cannot do that. But Allah has blessed us with technology, that through technology we are still are together and united. Alhamdulillah. As I said, what is Eid? The real meaning of Eid, the deeper meaning or the real Eid, what is that? Eid is happiness. Eid is the day of joy. It is the joy of success. It is the joy of achievement. But what we have achieved, that is a question. Achievement, I would say the verse that I recited from chapter 33, verse number 36, that is the achievement Allah mentioned in that verse. The translation of that verse is, surely men who submit themselves to God and women who submit themselves to Him, and believing men and believing women, and obedient men and obedient women, and truthful men and truthful women, and men steadfast in their faith, and steadfast women, and men who are humble, and women who are humble, and men who give alms, and women who give alms, and men who fast, and women who fast, and men who guard their chastity, and women who guard their chastity, and men who remember Allah much, and women who remember Him. Allah has prepared for all of them forgiveness and great reward. So those believers, those Muslims who have these qualities, who have these attributes that are mentioned in this verse alone, for them this is the day of Eid. For them this is the day of joy, and they have achieved something. This is the day of achievement. That's what we're celebrating today by the grace of Allah. And when we do all these things that are mentioned in this verse, what is the end result? The end result is, again, the nearness of Allah, the acceptance of prayers. And that's what we achieve through worship, through fasting. And we receive forgiveness of Allah, pleasure of Allah. And that will give us the reward, and that will give us the eternal joy and success. So this is not just one day that we are celebrating. It's the beginning of the joyness. It is beginning of the happiness that we are celebrating today. And it can continue. This happiness can continue if we continue doing all those good things that we did in the holy month of Ramadan. It is simple as that. You know, in Hadith it says that in the holy month of Ramadan, the Satans are put on chain and the gates of paradise are open. So Satans will be loose. So we have to be on our guard. We have to be watchful. We have to see where Satan will attack us. And it will attack us. We will be defeated. But that defeat should not be our last defeat. We should get up again. We need to fight it again. And if we continue fighting with the help of Allah, with the prayers of Allah, and with the struggle and strive, and by following the Holy Prophet ﷺ, inshallah, the victory will be for us. And we will be able to defeat our Satan, and we will be able to have that eternal joy, that eternal happiness that Allah has prepared for us. And that indeed is the paradise that we can achieve in this very life. And if we see that paradise, if we achieve that success, then we can be guaranteed that in the next life we will be given paradise and we will be granted the heavens, inshallah. So this is a simple formula that whatever good things we were doing in the holy month of Ramadan, we should continue. And we will see the results and the fruits of success, fruits of achievements, even after the holy month of Ramadan. Today, Huzur has mentioned something similar, that there is real Eid, the Eid of those people who achieve, they understand the purpose of Eid. Their prayers, their worships, and their fasts are accepted by, by the mercy of Allah, by the grace of Allah. And Huzur mentioned that not every worship is accepted by Allah. Certain worships are accepted. And Huzur mentioned an incident from the Hadith that one time a companion came to the masjid and he prayed hurriedly, quickly. And Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "Your prayer is not accepted. Pray again." He prayed again. Again, he prayed quickly, hurriedly. Again, Holy Prophet ﷺ said, "Your prayer is not accepted." He did it again, and Holy Prophet ﷺ said the same thing. Then he said, "O Prophet of Allah, this is the best I can do. Please guide me and tell me how can I pray." Then Holy Prophet ﷺ told him that he should pray slowly by contemplating on the meanings and by praising the God Almighty, by sending salutation on Holy Prophet ﷺ, and by contemplating, reflecting, then your prayers will be accepted. So Huzur further said that our worship, our fast, our prayers, all of these things should be for only for the sake of Allah, to win the pleasure of Allah. If anyone is fasting to show off, those fasts will not be accepted. If somebody is praying to show off, those prayers will not be accepted. Any worship that is done to show off, to please mankind, or to gain the praise in the sight of people, those worship will be rejected. Only sincere prayers, sincere worship that is done to please Allah, those prayers, those worship will be accepted by the grace of Allah. So he mentioned that how our fasting would be accepted by Allah. It should be done purely for Allah, and we need to give due rights of Allah and due rights of human beings. As you mentioned that some people fast, but they oppress human beings. They do not give the rights of their fellow beings. Remember, the fellow beings include your spouses, your children, your parents. First of all, actually your parents, then your spouses, your children, then your other relatives, your neighbors, and all human beings, all believers. So, and even including animals, you know, we need to be compassionate, we need to be merciful to every single being, and of course, to the closest one, our parents and our siblings and our children and spouses. If we are giving their due rights and we are compassionate to them, we are kind to them, and other rights, the rights of poor, needy, if we are looking after their need in whatever capacity we have, does not matter. If we are trying to help the poor and needy, then we are fulfilling the purpose of fast. Then Huzur also mentioned that there are three types of Eid. First, the Eid of those people who love Allah and who are the seekers of the pleasure of Allah. They desire only the nearness of Allah and blessings of Allah. So they achieve this goal, they achieve this thing, the nearness of Allah in the holy month of Ramadan. So for them, it is a real joy. For them, it's the real Eid that they are celebrating today by the grace of Allah. It is the achievement, the joy of achievement that they are celebrating. So certainly, these kind of people, after this Eid, they would want to increase in their worship. They want to continue their worship. They want to, remember Allah all the time. Then Hudu mentioned that the second type of people, there are the worldly people who are only celebrating physically in the worldly sense that they have bought the new clothes, put on the best suit, put on the best perfume, but spiritually they are dead. Spiritually they have not gained anything. You mentioned that some people who just, eat, they're more hungry than a person who's fasting. If they want to eat, they have not fasted at all in the holy month of Ramadan. But there are certain people who are sick. They wanted to fast, but they could not. Their hearts weak. So even those kind of people, they are rewarded. But those people who, despite having good health, they did not fast and they did not discharge the rights of Allah, their Eid is only worldly Eid. And there are certain people who even fast, but they are deceivers. They deceive human beings. They oppress human beings. They don't discharge the rights of Allah and the rights of the human beings. So even if they physically fast, even if they are celebrating Eid today, their Eid is only worldly Eid. There is no real or eternal joy that they will achieve out of this. Then Hazur said that there are third type of people, and these are the people who are neither from the first category nor the second category. They have tried, but they yet are not sure. They feel remorseful, they feel ashamed, they feel guilty of their shortcomings, of their mistakes in the holy month of Ramadan. They did their best. They tried whatever they could do, but yet they feel that they have not achieved the true purpose, the true essence of Eid. They have not received that ultimate success, the ultimate achievement of the holy month of Ramadan. So they seek forgiveness from Allah. And Allah is very compassionate, very merciful. And He is Sattar, He covers up. That is one of His attributes. So He will cover up him. And that person thinks, okay, I tried my best, but internally I'm not clean. Physically, I'm clean. Physically, I'm showing that okay, I have achieved the Eid, but in essence or in reality, I have not achieved that Eid. So he feels so guilty, he feels so ashamed, he seeks forgiveness. And Allah sees that person and Allah shower mercy upon him. And He comes to that person and rescue him. And He gives that person even an eternal Eid, the Eid that is worthy to be celebrated. So Hudud said that we should try to be one of those two categories, the first category or the third category. Certainly not the second category, those people who just celebrating Eid for their worldly pleasure. They don't care what they have done in the holy month of Ramadan or not. They don't care if they fasted or not. They don't care if they achieve any nearness of Allah or not. So we should try to be one of those people who are either achieved this success, they have gained the nearness of Allah, they have gained the love of Allah, they felt the nearness of Allah, they felt that their knowledge increased, they felt that their prayers, they actually experienced the acceptance of prayer. So either those people, or if we are not among those people, we should feel remorse, we should feel guilty and run towards Allah, and Allah will rescue us, Allah will forgive us. So this is a message of Hazur, a beautiful message that is for all of us, including myself, that may Allah enable us to achieve the real Eid, the eternal joy, the eternal success. That is the purpose of Islam, that is the purpose of holy month of Ramadan. May Allah enable us to do so. After the the final sermon, the Khutbah Saniya, will lead in silent prayer. And in that, we will pray for all the Muslims that may Allah have mercy on them and give them peace and give them security, give them harmony and unity. These are especially the prayers of Hajj today. And then Hajj also said that we need to pray for all the Ahmadi members that may Allah protect them, especially those Ahmadis who are in jail right now because of their faith. They are being persecuted because of their faith. As we also mentioned on Juma that there is one lady who is in jail and she is accused of something that she has never done. And that is the sad part that we are being accused that we disrespect Holy Prophet. Whereas Allah knows and we say clearly that we love Holy Prophet and we don't even dare, we can't even imagine that we would disrespect Holy Prophet because the promised Messiah have instilled the love of Holy Prophet in our hearts. It is impossible for us to, blaspheme against Holy Prophet. He is the greatest of all the prophets. He is the best among all the people. He is the chosen one. He is the Khatamun Nabiyyin, seal of all prophets. So Allah sent blessings upon Holy Prophet sent blessings on his progeny. And Allah guide those people who are doing wrong to us. We pray for them. We don't, pray against them because they don't know what they're doing. May Allah open their eyes and they show mercy and they follow the practice of Holy Prophet. They become merciful like Holy Prophet. And then Hudu also, the third thing that Hudu mentioned that we should pray for the worldly leaders, leaders who are, because of the coronavirus, they don't know what they are doing. And they are going in the wrong direction. So we should pray for them that may Allah open their eyes and they go in the right direction because this wrong direction will take them to destruction. And it will be bad for humanity at large. May Allah guide all of us. Amin. Alhamdulillah. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله عباد الله رحمكم الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولذكر الله أكبر Please join me in silent dua in the prayer. Please pray. Ameen. Allahumma. Eid Mubarak to all of you on behalf of the National President of Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat Guyana, on behalf of myself, on behalf of Rasul. Eid Mubarak to all of you. May Allah give us the real Eid, the eternal joy, the eternal achievement. Ameen. Jazakumullah. We are very happy, very fortunate that through the social media, members from Linden to Barbados to Georgetown, all of us are connected. So Eid Mubarak to all of you. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless all the members. And we should continue praying for each other. And once again, Eid Mubarak to all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.